Welcome back to 188 Garage. For this project, I'm upgrading the lights in my shop. I got these lights here from Harbor Freight. These are the 5500 lumen lights. You can see over here over my workbench, I've got the $20 version of this. It's a 5000 lumen light. I took down a 8-foot dual tube fluorescent tube light right here. I'm going to end up replacing it with other lights. You can see over here I've got a 4-foot dual tube fluorescent light setup that was over the top of my CNC table over by the sink there, and that one's lighting up this area here. It's operated off the switch. Power that on. You can see that cast light over the entire space here now. Really lights up the area nicely, so that works out great. So back on these lights, I'm going to end up replacing this 8-foot dual tube fluorescent light on the far side of the garage. You can see I'm down to just that one there. Doesn't cast as much light in the area, causes shadows, just not as nice. So I'm going to be working with these these 4-footers from Harbor Freight. You can see these are 5500 lumen. Each of these state on them that you can have as many as 8 of these linked together. So I've not seen these yet. We'll open these up and see how these things are working, but you can see on the specs 5500 lumen. Very comparable to the other lesser expensive model, which is a $20 model, that 5000 lumen. Here you can see link up to 8 lights. Down here on the specs you can see 55 watts, and total weight on these things is only 2.2 pounds, so very light. So my general plan here is I'm going to end up taking down the fluorescent tube lights, putting up the LED lights. I'll space these out throughout the garage, hopefully giving me some decent light in the area, reducing the shadows that I'm dealing with, and ideally providing me with better lighting and a little bit more, a little bit reduced energy consumption. What I'll do here is I'll measure the amperage draw on these and the wattage, so I can know about how much of a difference I'm getting from installing these versus the dual tube fluorescents that I've got now.
Okay, so here's the unboxing of this thing. I'm actually going to use this kilowatt meter too. If you've not seen this before, these are cool. Kilowatt meter. Let's see if this will show here. There's the model and info. What this will do, it gives you a reading of what the draw is for devices you're plugging into it. So if we power this up here, you can see what I'm getting off the extension cord wall outlet. 121.3, 121.4, bouncing around. Okay. So you can switch it over. There's hertz, 60 hertz standard for us here in the US. There's watts, 0. I have nothing plugged in. Amps, 0. Again, nothing plugged in. So this is what we're going to use to help measure this thing and see what their ratings are like, what the draw is like, and how it compares to the ratings on the box. Okay. So let's unbox. Okay. First thing I noticed that's different, these have 2 strips of LEDs versus those that I have over there. Those are the $20 version, and they have a single strip. So there's 2 strips. Nice little ding here in the little deflector. Not a big deal. Bend it back out. Hopefully that's not a bad sign of other things to come. Oh, look, this side's kind of dinged up too. Back out. Okay, there we go. Anything else? Everything else looks like it's pretty standard. It's got the pull cord off this for your on off. I have these outlets already pre-wired to a switch, so I'm just going to pull the cord to the on position and tie it up so it's nice and short. That's all there's going to be to that. Okay, so let's unpackage this sucker here a little bit. Give me a little room on the cord. We'll plug this in, see what the ratings are on the first one. Okay, that is bright. This is why I wanted to have the cord undone, so I could bring this over to the camera. Hopefully this will show. Boy, that's not going to show looking straight into it. Come here, light. Okay, we're showing, hopefully that's viewable there, 0.46 amps. So on the box shows, actually it doesn't show, just shows the 55 watts, 120 volts. So there you go. If we go back, 53.2, 0.4, 0.2 watts. Yeah, so very close to what it states on the box. Not bad. Okay, I'm going to unbox the others and start linking these together like they say you can do. Because, let me turn this thing off. The way they've set these things up is, and I don't know how well this is going to work just yet, you actually have standard plug for chaining these together. And it says on this, I'll flip this over so hopefully that'll be viewable as well. Only connect LED shop lights to this outlet. 8 linked lights max. 5 amp total. So there you go, right on there. All right. Let's unbox the next one. Oh, by the way, with this thing off, it shows watts 0. Amps 0, so no vampire draw. That's good news. Okay. All right, let's see here. I think I opened that the other end. That's all right. We'll pull it through. Okay. Jeez, wasn't paying attention. Had you off camera. Okay, so a little damage on the deflector again. No big deal. Pull that back out. Didn't look like that caused any other damage or internal crushing things. There we go. Yeah, seems clean. Okay. There's that plug. So I'll just go ahead and plug this one straight into that. So this will be now 2 of those together. Pretty sure I know what this should be in terms of draw, but we'll give it a test. Pull the chain. Okay. 0.46 amp. 0.53, so 53.4 watts. We'll go ahead and turn the other one on now. There we go. Okay, now we're at 106 for watts. 0.91 amps. Holding steady. 106 watts. Yep, holding steady. Okay. Oh, okay, interesting. You can pull the chain on one, so it's not pulling power, it's not switched power on the extra plug-in. I guess you can toggle them on and off as you might need. I thought that might have been switched power. Okay. And I guess one thing that I'm missing I could point out is it does come with the little S-hooks in the hanging chains. I'll use those when I'm hanging them up probably. Get that undone. Okay. Lay this one out. And we'll plug it right in. Okay. Sounds good. No vampire draw, 0 watt. Pull the first one back on. Right back at the same, 53.3 watts, 53.2 watts, 0.46 amps. Okay, go lighten up the next one. Okay, where we were before, 0.91 amps. So that's 0.91. Probably can't see that because of these lights. 106 watts. Turn on the third one. Okay. Now at 160 watts. .38 amps. Okay, so the progression seems to be pretty stable, pretty much expected. Good to know. I think I'm going to hang these things up. Keep going. Good deal. I don't know if that captured or not. I'm going to go ahead and record this piece again. Basically what I did is I popped open the little package of the hangers that you get. So what you have here is you've got your 2 chains. They actually give you hooks on each end of the chain. Looks like it hooks through the housing on the light, backside of the light itself. You got some hooks that you can run into your drywall and studs. So I'll go ahead and do that. I also happen to have some of my own number 10s. They're a little more durable, a little heavier, but these are good. And if you needed, you got these drywall inserts. So it expands and hopefully gives you a little more support if you can't find an opportunity to hit a stud. Okay, so that's that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and replace this one. This is one that I had up there that was original. So this dude is the single tube. So this is the $20 version. Still very bright. You can see from my workbench that thing's fantastic. This isn't the linkable version, so it's not simply pre-wired for having these things chained together. So I'll go ahead and pull that one down, put the other one up that I just had shown on the floor linked together, and we'll start running these across. So there we go. Okay, it's not the right length, but that's okay. I just want to get this thing strung up and see whether or not this is even going to be long enough. There's no freaking way that's long enough. Oh, that's pretty sad. Okay, so it looks like what I'm going to be doing, pulling these things apart, putting longer cords in them, putting them back together. Because that is just no good. Let me twist this so at least I can get it turned on. That one's okay, that one's not going to come off. Not going to allow me to pull it that far. Holy mackerel, it's not even going to allow me. Okay. Well, how about that? How long are these stupid cords? I guess I should have measured. The cord is a usable length 4 feet. It's actually 52 inches, so 4 feet 4. Pretty short. All right, well, that's a slight delay in putting up more lights. while I extend the cords. Okay. So I couldn't wait, I just wanted to see what this looked like. So I took an extension cord. I got plenty of extension cords in the garage. Plugged that in, got these things set up. This is really nice. I had to change the color balance settings on the GoPro just to get this thing to come in without overwhelming it because of the brightness here. This is really cool. You know, I can walk around, I can have stuff sitting out. I'm not casting massive shadows. I can be standing at the bench. I don't have a shadow from the light behind me casting a shadow. Yeah, this is good. I'm going to continue with doing spacing across here. Maybe every 5 or 6 feet or so, just to space it out a little bit more than this. This one's nice because it's right over the top of my toolbox. I got this whole area here lit up. I got nice lighting through this pass-through area between the bench and the plasma table. My whole wall of tools is all well lit, so no issues with seeing what's going on there. Nice. Yeah, for these little lights, that's pretty cool. The only thing I'm disappointed with is the connections, the cords on them being so short. And if you wiggle it around, apparently they flicker a little. I don't plan on hanging on the cord, so that should be okay. Okay, so I think I have a slight change of plan. I think instead of running these things parallel with each other down here, which is what I was originally thinking, I don't think I need to do that, and especially I think what's going to happen here is over on this side, I've got the garage door opener, right? So I don't want to put lights up underneath the garage door. I may do that on a pull chain anyway, potentially, just so that when it's closed I can have a light on over there. Anyway, I got to think through that. But I'll at least run them right along the edge. So like right along the edge of where the garage door stops. So since that means they're going to be running this way, that's why I'm starting to think over here, I'm going to run these this way. So I've shot a laser line down here. Let me see if I can turn this off, if that'll show. Let me see if that shows any better. Yeah, actually now you can see the laser. So now I got a laser line right down here on the ceiling. I'm going to put 2 more lights there. That'll get me stretched all the way down to the end. Then I'll do another one. I got to loop around a little open space. There's access into the attic area right there. So I'll do another cord that goes around that, comes back over, and I'll do another light or set of lights down that direction. So that's the plan. I'm going to start hanging those things up. There we go. So if we unplug here, plug in the kilowatt. Okay, confirming. Amps 0. What's 0? Plugging it in. Okay, so this single, now this is an 8-inch fixture, mind you, but, or excuse me, 8-foot fixture, 100 watts. and 0.85 amps. So not putting off nearly as much light and definitely consuming more power. All right, that's a good test. I like that. Hoping that this will show up. You can see in the lighter blue area, shows about 58, 59 degrees. Now we're 60. We move over to the little Bluetooth speaker. That's showing 69, 70, bouncing around there. We move up to the light. There we are, 77 degrees. 76, 75, kind of bouncing around. Clear to the other end here. Dropping down 74, 73, 72. See if we can get one on the profile here, right? So there's that. $78, $79. Pan down further on the light. $72, $71. Come out into just the surface area of the drywall. Looks like that's running around 57, 58 degrees.